Hi, my name is Margaret Sass. I'm with the Center of Instructional Excellence, and I'm going to be giving you information regarding training new proctors by IDP. So let's get started. First, let's discuss proctor responsibilities. The first, most important thing on this list is double check times and locations. Remember, Purdue is a really big campus, so make sure you know exactly where you are going and prepare yourself accordingly. Show up. Obviously, that's going to be the second most important aspect. 3, you need to arrive 15 minutes before the exam and stay 15 minutes after. If you observe any cheating at all, you will inform the instructor. Do not handle the situation on your own. You may be asked to help pass out exams and or answer sheets, and ask the instructor if there are any specific instructions. And there are more responsibilities. So during the exam, walk around the room and be observant. Wear quiet shoes. Sometimes shoes can be very distracting for students. Get the instructor's attention if a student has a question about the exam. Do not attempt to answer any questions about the exam. Tell the instructor if you see suspicious behavior. Do not handle it yourself. If you observe any cheating, inform the instructor. Do not handle the situation on your own. So now that we've discussed proctor responsibilities, let's talk about ethical standards. Let's get started. First one is never share or alter student responses. Do not coach or clue students during the exam and or test. Do not discuss with students. Do not interact with students. Do not engage with students. Do not answer content-related questions. Do not clarify any of the test questions, and do not provide feedback. Now that we've discussed ethical standards, let's go into the ways students cheat. And there are several different types of ways students do cheat. So be aware that this list provides some really good examples of how student cheats these days, but there will always be additional ones that you need to be aware of. And again, be very observant. So let's discuss the first one on this list. The first one is one way students can cheat is writing answers on objects they bring with them, such as pens, pencils, erasers, and water bottles. Writing answers on their bodies, that does include fake fingernails and any other types of body that may be able for students to write on. Writing answers on their clothing, hats, shirts, glasses, sunglasses, pants, etc. Students can also cheat by programming answers into their watches, their calculators, or even their cell phone. Passing material back and forth during the exam. And the list continues. Talking or whispering to their neighbors during the exam. Signaling answers to multiple choice questions with their hands and feet. Looking down at crib notes at their feet. Having a friend ask the instructor a question to distract him or her and use this opportunity to cheat. Taking 2 exams when they're handed out and actually taking one home with them. Students may write answers on the test in large letters also, which allows neighbors to see. Here's some more additional ways students cheat. Sitting next to a friend and copying answers, turning in their answer sheet at the same time as a friend, and changing some of their answers at that time, especially when it's kind of crazy at the spot where they're turning their tests in. Paying a ringer, which is also known as a ghost, to take the exam for them. Using an MP3 player for students to put lecture notes on them and listening to that. Students store data on their cell phones, and students have even been known to use candy bar wrappers to scan information on. And again, there probably are other different types of ways students cheat. So always be aware of your surroundings and know what's going on while you're proctoring an exam. Now, for more information, please go to www.purdue.edu/CIE/IDP. As you can see, we are in room G39, which is in the basement of Stewart Center, also known as STEW. Lastly, our hours are Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 8 to 5, Wednesday 8 to 1 and 2 to 5. IDP is closed from 12 to 1 when fall spring classes are not in session, and then be aware that there are special final exam week hours that are a little more longer because that's a lot of the time when tests are turned in. So we appreciate you listening to this video, and we hope that you are able to follow all proctor responsibilities, ethical standards, and being aware of how students cheat. Thank you. Have a great day.